Baltimore City Comptroller admits that she voted for a city land deal where she had a conflict of interest.
That's right. It involved the sale of 15 vacant lots, each valued at around $1,000, sold for just $15 to Bethel AME Church, a church that the Comptroller has been a member of for decades.
Well, WMAR 2 News' Mallory Safase breaks down the findings of the new Baltimore Inspector General report and joins us right now with that. Mallory.
Yeah, Jamie and Kelly, this vote happened 2 years ago. Even so, this matters because it involves the Board of Estimates, the body that decides how to spend taxpayers' money. There are controls in place to ensure the process is fair, but in this instance, the Comptroller says there was an oversight. This is the lot that launched the investigation. A rendering from 2017 shows a paved and fenced-in parking lot behind Bethel AME Church. More than 2 years later, it still looks like this. The church says they've run into ground rent issues, but it's how they became the owner of the lot that drew the attention of the Baltimore City Office of the Inspector General. In 2017, the city agreed to sell 15 vacant lots in Upton to the church at the bargain of $15. And one of the voting members was a member of that same church.
Yes, I'm a member of the church and have been for decades. And I am also a trustee.
Comptroller Joan Pratt said she should have abstained, but didn't due to an administrative error.
This particular day, the lead tech was absent and someone else was filling in. So I told the staff that I was abstaining on this, but it was not noted.
And other checks in place didn't pick up the conflict because she says her abstention list spelled out Bethel AME. On the agenda, there were periods between the church initials, so it wasn't pulled out of the routine agenda. The Inspector General said Pratt relied on her staff to vet BOE items, a finding she strongly disagrees with. But Pratt also said she doesn't keep a master list of conflicts. That falls to the lead technician of the BOE.
I do not maintain that list. She maintains that list.
And according to the report, a master list hasn't been kept since April of 2019, something the Inspector General wants to see updated and made public.
Because of the confusion that happened on this case, if it's a public document, I think it would help. I mean, it's, quote, public every time they vote what you're abstaining on, so it should be, the entire list should be public.
The mayor agreed in his written response. In addition, investigators found necessary community meetings weren't held in advance of the sale, but rather several weeks after.
At that time, I just felt violated that we weren't told about this before this deal was sealed or before the lots were sold.
Martha Petrelli, who lives near the church, said the community relies on the empty space for parking, and the IG's report is consistent with how she and others are feeling.
I don't feel that across the board that we have a voice.
Well, we're told this discounted sale is not unusual if it benefits the community, and we went to the church for their response, but they didn't want to comment on the story. And the Inspector General wants to remind Baltimore City residents that if you want to report fraud, waste, or abuse within city government, to contact their hotline. We have information on our website, wmar2news.com.
All right.